Alright, you know the deal. It's not Friday. It's not, uh, Friday. It's not Vibe Friday. It's not a Friday Night Yakuza. So no intro until I make casual intros for these spur of the moment streams. Alright, welcome everybody. I am Ty. This is my really good garbage. I am playing Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. Uh, I know there's a good handful of people from NDR that drop by and know uh, that have been bringing up this game a lot. I'm a huge Deadly Premonition fan, and I've been looking forward to this game for a long time. And its score on Metacritic is high 50s, low 60s, which means it is perfect for my new segment called Ty's Really Good Garbage. So let's just jump in. For those of you unaware, Deadly Premonition is a kind of survival horror uh, mystery game, usually a murder mystery, where you play as the protagonist Francis York Morgan and his lovely companion Zach. However, this is a sequel, but also a prequel. And I know absolutely nothing about this game because I've been avoiding spoilers for the past couple weeks because I was trying to rush through the first game. I did play the first game on the channel, streamed it a couple Wednesdays ago, had a great time. You guys should totally check it out. Yeah, it's a mystery game because, you gotta remember that. This Red Trees. Glad you can make it, Pilot. I mean, I knew you were coming by. We were just talking on Discord not too long ago. I wonder what's going to happen this time. I should probably keep an eye on my own volumes and mute my phone so I'm not hearing echoes of my voice. Alright, I don't know if she's just been hacked up and frozen in a block of ice, or if this is something else. Honestly, anything could happen. This is Deadly Premonition. It's wild. I see they're freeing the dead person. I don't know. Uh, wow, 88 hours later. It is possible she could be robot.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down.
Oh,
You
the
have
game that got
any
me in
idea
trouble in
what you're
Japan
doing?
has been
I'd be
updated.
half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve this? Does God hate me?
No. The regional bureau chief merely issued a special order.
Oh. Yeah. How
I just
could
want to hear this
forget
dialogue.
a special order to rob me of my well-deserved vacation?
You want pizza? I'll buy you some pizza. You can find that junk anywhere.
Whoa! Hey!
Who is
Hold
that
on.
voice actress?
What
Because
did you just
that
say?
sounded familiar.
Pizza is not junk. Pizza.
This is important dialogue.
Sacred.
No one can
Bestowed
tell me
upon us
otherwise.
by God himself. You need to apologize right now. This is sheer blasphemy.
Apologize to who? Pizza? or
Pizza,
God?
clearly.
Ha ha! You think you're so clever. Maybe if you'd eaten pizza this morning like a decent person, you wouldn't have cut your
What?
finger.
I only cut my finger because I couldn't find a left-handed can opener at the hotel. Normally, I would never make such an amateur mistake.
Oh, really? Well, if you want me to get into gear, then just feed me some pizza, okay?
We must act unfaithfully and abandon our ideals again.
I wonder how
again.
long this
We cannot
dialogue's gonna
advance
go
from
on.
one period of life into another without causing these pains of treachery.
Nietzsche, again, please spare me before my ears start to bleed. Ever since the moment you got here, it's been nothing but neat.
Dang, I need to eat more pizza if I'm gonna have to become as God.
Will always be yourself.
Become as God.
I said knock it off. I prefer pizza to philosophy. Want me to dial the number for you?
Come on, Agent Jones. It's time to get serious.
I feel
Your
like
4.5
this
years of
this
hard
game,
work are finally about to pay off, and all you're
this
focused on
dialogue
is this
right now
nonsense?
is just solely based
Pizza
on
isn't
like
nonsense.
Quiet.
Papa John's
As you
saying
wish,
how,
Mother.
you know,
My lips are sealed.
the day of reckoning is coming. Maybe this conversation, maybe he's secretly the Papa John, and the day of reckoning has arrived.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of
No,
the
let him.
conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Oh, why you cocking your gun already? Come on.
And no red, remember?
No red. I want to get the feeling that this is probably Zach. Yep,
Come on in.
thought so. It's good old Zach. Not gonna lie, Zach has a pretty nice house. and a rather large forehead. At least for video game standards. Take your time and hydrate yourself. Oh, I see he still smokes.
You have questions for us. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Ooh, love it. I absolutely love how that looks. Are we at the opening yet? Oh. Okay, no. Okay, nope, I still have to only press one button. What's in that jar? I know that envelope. That's Smash invite. Francis Zach Morgan confirmed for Smash. Hell yeah. Finally, a good fucking DLC.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights.
What, am I getting arrested?
Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak.
I'm sorry,
Do
the
we have permission to
texture.
film this?
The texture of Aaliyah looks kinda weird to me compared to Zach right there.
Hmm? Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones, an analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Well, that's bizarre.
Oh,
So I'm wondering, how did this happen? How did we get here from the first game? And I'm sure these are all questions that are going to be answered later,
Seriously.
but I'm rather puzzled.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. We'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy? How many years has it been someone came to chat
He's
with
still
us.
saying
Oh,
us.
but
Is that Habit or is York
don't
still with him?
ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived. If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
This is interesting.
You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique MO.
Profiling,
You've
yes.
expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the Inside-Out Flesh Skinner case in the suburbs
Come on,
of Pittsburgh.
mention.
In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case.
Come
in
on, please
Milwaukee.
mention what I'm hoping you're mentioning.
And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that
Anything
very
else?
same year.
Yes.
Then, in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation.
Ah,
You
that's.
went on to solve many other
I'm
cases
correct.
after
That
that, all
is-
of them seemingly inexplicable.
I'm correct. That is the case we're going to be solving in the prequel part of the game.
Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Partner. The FBI files show no
'Cause his
record of
partner's
you
in
ever
his
working
head.
with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside
No.
confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2 highly sought-after fugitives.
I'm not gonna lie, Ooh, visions. You can use visions to acquire important hints that will help you proceed through the game. Hold L to use visions. Using a vision will deplete your concentration, so be careful by using it too much. No. I'm gonna keep looking. Oh, I can't.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about... Yes, that.
Wait. Does Zach smoke weed now?
You don't need to worry about us. Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please, put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
What if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself. Using
Oh, come on. He's just an old man. He's went through a lot. Lost his best friend, lost the girl.
Whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes. And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
And now his poker.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too
Look, he's
talented.
just a little weird. I'm just saying. That's just. I think you're kind of rude. I think you're kind of being rude to the poor guy. He lost a lot in the first game.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And Your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
I can't tell if he's just still good at profiling or if Zach just became a jerk all these years after the first game.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one.
Okay, so he's just really good at profiling still.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its
I
cover.
don't want to say that's Jennifer Hale voicing Aaliyah,
For someone who's supposed to have been
but
one
it
of our
sounds like
best,
Jennifer
you've got
Hale.
an
I'm
awful
most likely
eye.
wrong. I'll search this after this is done.
Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough.
Man, the hostility.
She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones. That's sexual harassment.
You're gonna get canceled, Agent Jones.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
I feel like Zach is just also a jerk at this
He's
point
more
now.
dangerous than I thought. Can't read him. I'll just have to assault him head on
Like,
with questions then. First, I'll
I
try
mean,
using the files on the table.
How
to
many
shake them
years have passed? I think it's been about 12 years. I think it's 12 years since the first game. No. Maybe 10. You know what? I'll look at the unfinished chess game. Because that seems fun.
That chessboard looks rather old, and you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right, they were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous
What?
games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook.
Or,
Right,
you
Morgan?
know, this could be a nice clever reference to the fact that he never really got a chance to challenge, what's his name, from the first game.
I may
Because
not
the very
look
first
it,
puzzle
but
was a
I'm
chess
actually
puzzle.
a bit of a chess nut myself.
So, it's either a really clever callback.
When I was in school,
Oh
I
my
used
god,
to
Simon,
pore
I
over
don't
every
want to
issue
hear your
of
life
Chess
story.
Life,
I actually
the
don't like
magazine
you right
published
now.
by the US Chess Federation.
You're adding nothing to the banter.
Unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment. And I didn't find any chess-related websites.
Oh, I thought that
in
said
his
help.
internet history.
But no, it says hello.
He was simply playing chess. All alone.
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal
Explain.
manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious.
So, is the fairy York or somebody else?
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor. How do humans behave when they know death is just around the corner? And what if that human is also a high-functioning sociopath?
Well, that's depressing. So technically
Morgan?
Zach's dying.
May I ask you a question purely out of curiosity? If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know. I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
Think carefully about why we're smoking this. Then ask us again. Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
What if this isn't even the real Zach?
Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold.
But it probably is
Colder
him.
than you could imagine. A cold that no
Like
photograph
I'm
can
just throwing
express.
random theories at the wall because anything could really be it.
The sun. Powerless. And the temperature drops below zero, right in the middle of the day.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself. If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience, Belle.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over
Well,
the case.
technically, yes, that's exactly what I also did in the first game.
After several
I
more
mean,
homicides,
think about
you
what would
managed
have
to
happened if
apprehend the
George
perpetrator.
kept a hold of it.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a
Pretty
vacation?
sure he didn't come there just saying, "Oop, dead body, I sense it."
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
I'm listening.
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here.
Do they think Zach did it?
The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it? A body that went missing for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well,
So how
good
does
for
this
you.
tie back to Zach? Welcome back.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and
Nope,
better.
it does not seem she was. It appears she was not a robot.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? The corpse is beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
This must be York.
Yes.
His fairy must be York.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something. I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents. Halfway finished, I think he was playing both sides by himself. If it was merely for entertainment, it wouldn't be a problem. But I know that every action he takes has its own special purpose. Especially now that his remaining time is limited.
Alrighty. So technically, I have to look at that. Wait, so Morgan is the old man in the chair. That is Francis Zach Morgan.
Who is
The true identity of Francis York Morgan. That's our protagonist from the first game, right there.
this
Dying of a
character
stage
you
4
keep
malignant
speaking to?
tumor.
You can't see her?
Okay, now I'm starting to think that the fairy is Emily.
Such bad manners. You barge into our apartment, yet you don't even care about who else is living here.
Dissociative identity disorder. In the past, it was known as multiple personality disorder. You were subjected to an internal probe only once during your career, correct? They suspected that you had DID, but you denied it.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to forget that. Because every time they say his last name, he always says, just call me York or call me Zach. Everyone calls me that.
And no problems arose during your test. Is this how you dealt with the psychological profiler back then, too? Saying strange things, weaving unrelated matters together.
Something like, oh, Leah, if only you knew. If only you knew, Zach. Yes, that is exactly what he'd do.
Is that how you slipped through?
You're free to draw your own conclusions, Belle. But my fairy clearly exists. She's been sitting right there, on your lap this entire time. Hey! Stop it! No violence allowed in here, Belle. Wouldn't want to scare my fairy, now would we?
I'm concerned for him.
You may be wondering why we decided
So
to
when do I get to
unearth all
the-
these old files.
When do I get to play as York?
Everything happens.
I gotta see why some people actually don't like the sequel part of the game. We're all sitting in a room, just harassing old man Zach,
The moment
who just
Miss
wants to sit
Clarkson's
there and
body
smoke
was
his weed.
found,
Clearly,
we did the best
His
we could to
medicinal-
start
his
our own
medicinal
local
weed.
investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson food delivery services.
thing I kinda wish-
employees who
I kinda
staffed
wish the
warehouse
auto-
and its owner.
the dialogue would
still
kind
have
of
yet to
keep going
obtain
on
any
itself.
key
I wish I didn't have to press a
testimonies.
button. I liked that about the first
Par for the
game,
course with a
but I don't
14-year-old
think
case,
there is a button
if you
where I
ask
can
me.
just do auto.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the
just gonna
employees were
slowly
on
press it.
vacation.
He has stage 4. He has stage 4 malignant. He has a stage 4 malignant tumor. So, yeah, he is dying.
You gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead.
I can use words. Oh, crap. Okay.
Remember what happened, my fairy? That warehouse. That man. So...
Yeah, this is the
incoherent,
sequel part of the game.
Such a pain.
Technically, the boring part, in my opinion.
Hey, are you talking
I mean, I
about?
like the characters,
The guy who managed the vault
but
where Lisa's
you
body
know,
was found?
just kind of wanna go around the world and ride my
I think he
skateboard.
started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to
I
deal
literally
with,
was
too.
not expecting this section to actually be this long.
Large man, yes? No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
You see, if this was an actual edited episode, which I will say this, really good garbage is going to be an edited series. I'm not going to do it live unless I really feel like I want to do it
Isn't
live.
there someone else you should have talked to?
Like if I feel like this episode is going to be so special, I must enjoy it live on stream. A sort of live stream, you might say. But this would be the point where I just start trimming down this section
Before
with a
coming
few
to
quips
us.
about how this is kind of taking a little
Such
long and I just want to ride my skateboard.
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson.
Still like this game, and I like the art,
You look surprised.
and I actually like the detail
I thought you
in
already knew.
Zach's room. It's really nice. I kind of like how messy it is. It seems like
After all,
the
you
kind of
visited
room a
Louisiana
dying
last
old
week.
man would have.
We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
2004. Okay.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time.
Oh, I see. Playing Animal Crossing
That
during
man is our
my
witness.
in my spur of the moment live stream. I get you.
Aren't you,
I
son?
get you. Honestly, I don't blame you. Like, I want to get to the actual
He's
good
right.
shit of this game.
He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve, which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive
Yeah.
about that? I took
sure of
the
it.
liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
I was like, yes,
Mere
that could.
coincidence.
I was like, if even that's so, anyone could probably use that fake name.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carre. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong.
Hey, both of you, cut it out.
The owner of the car
Even though,
lot
once
felt it was a
again,
strange
I
order, so
really
it
don't
stuck
blame
in
you
his
until the
mind.
good shit happens.
Our world is filled with mysteries.
But I'm not gonna lie, shit, what's his name?
And they always have
Look,
the most bizarre.
I forget the actor's name, but the person playing Zach right now, who voices Zach in New York, they're doing a bang up job. Everyone's doing a bang up job with the voice work.
Incidentally,
What's
on
that
the following
voice?
day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car anywhere. Isn't that right, my fairy?
God, he is something.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it.
Maybe it's the reason is he's fucking dying and he doesn't want to clean it.
Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
Okay. What DVDs you got over there, man? You got Naruto?
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection.
I almost want to try and decipher all of those. I can read Aqua Time. For a minute there, I thought I saw like Twin Peaks, and I'd be like, "Hey, Okay, I could have sworn I just read the Lorax, but that's not the Lorax. It said the
You
Lolax, I
must
think.
live a very comfortable life.
We're retired, remember?
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
I'm sorry, Leo. You must be fun at parties.
Oh, that won't.
I mean, there's got to be at least one movie you like.
You should dedicate.
Even
all the
I
free
used to
time
hate
you have
movies,
to
and I'm like,
watching
oh,
movies.
it's fun.
It's practically an unwritten law.
I hate how that comment made me laugh.
Films guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
No, I'm not saying
Is
that,
that
because
so?
every time those words are muttered out of my mouth, something goes wrong.
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by John Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
You know, you got a point.
What?
Movies teach us about everything we need to know. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films.
Alright, I hope you mean, like, cooking frozen pizza to eat and not just straight up taking it out of your freezer, ripping the plastic off, and then just shoving it down your throat. Please. I don't think straight up frozen pizza would taste good. But what do I know?
For that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption.
Yeah, if Haruto had worn sunglasses, everything would have gone so smoothly.
But that film changed my life.
Simon,
His
has
negotiation
nothing to do
tactics would have
with
worked.
You're just talking about pizza.
Simon's entire character is pizza. That's all I'm wondering.
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
That just sound. Look, swallowing a frozen pizza whole just sounds, uncomfortable. Unless you're Tubbs.
Why would you think that?
There's a juicer in
Oh,
the
I thought that
sink
was a
that
slap
hasn't been
chop. I was
washed
like,
yet.
yo, Zach's got the slap chop?
And do I smell the faint fragrance of baked beans? You didn't use much salt, did you?
What are you implying?
You just told me that you find impending death to be intriguing. That confused me. When I look around your room, all I can see are the many ways in which you're resisting death. Poly-MVA treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs, fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt, gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
The ambivalence. Yes.
What?
Two contradictory emotions. Mixing. Coexisting together. An adult, mature mind is never satisfied with only one response. It's common sense. Isn't that right, my fairy?
God, even in old age, he's so weird.
Mr. Morgan. I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Those are sanctuaries.
Hey, wait a minute, pilot, you might need to run. That's a trap. They're leading you to a killing game.
They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see.
But, old Zach, yes. Oh, I remember. Wasn't that the crazy religious dude from Cineslave? From when I first started from
Soul's
Cineslave?
still there. We haven't
Because
touched
you're
the
not
film,
wrong.
but
But you
we
know,
know
like,
you can't see anything.
at the very least, Old Man Zach, at least is entertaining to listen to at this point.
Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
Not gonna lie, I'd rather listen to Old Man Zach than him. Just saying.
That's a sanctuary.
Then again, I'm not really one to be chastised on. I'm not really one to really enjoy being chastised about religious stuff,
Don't ever touch
and that's
it
probably
again.
due to the fact that I'm agnostic.
You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
My bad.
Yeah, yes, I did just notice it did say Ratman.
It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve there.
I honestly thought it was a DVD called Ratman.
What were you doing?
Are we sure it's not a DVD called Ratman?
We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think, my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time. And what does he have to show for it?
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on. I thought you knew. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones.
What would Rado brand cologne smell like? I want to know.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more.
I just want to play I just want to see
Agent
some
Jones?
York.
Did you find the files?
Your hand clipped through your bag, sir. Hey, Greenvale!
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize
Yeah,
these
it's the
files?
first game. I played it. Good job, Simon.
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! You say back. Stay back.
What's going on? He's freaking out.
Stay back. Ah! Ah! Ah!
What's going on with him?
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
Wait.
Cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding that
Wait.
seeped through. How could I be so stupid?
I was about to call him David Cage, but I don't think that...
Everything should be fine now.
David Cage is the... Oh my god, I was about to say, wait, is that David Cage? No, David Cage made fucking Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human. David Cross, that's the name.
I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear.
Well, no shit. You were about to bring up the Greenville case and you're saying you don't know a damn thing about the red trees and red seeds? What kind of FBI agent are you?
Accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red either.
I'm wondering.
Don't ever touch one.
I'm really wondering, is this from the effects of the gas?
I told them not to. Why would they do that?
You know, it's possible.
Let them go away.
Gabe Newell did pretty much kill his mother, kill his lover, cause his best friend to disappear to the realms of his subconscious, and then took the girl with him. You know, it's possible. It's possible.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Don't worry.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected to the
No
green.
fucking shit. Did you read the case? The red trees? Every single time someone died, you know, red tree, red seeds. Zach had to, you know, kill his, had to try to kill the love of his life.
Could you tell me
Couldn't
what
do it.
exactly the
She
word
just
sanctuary
ripped the
means to
tree
you?
out from her stomach, and he had to watch her bleed out right in front of her, right in front of him. Come on, seriously. Read the case. See, I'm glad I took the time to really finish the first game,
Sanctuaries.
because then I wouldn't be having this on-screen reaction right now.
Nothing more, nothing less.
That doesn't explain anything.
It's true they should have done that, but let's face it, anyone who's buying Deadly Premonition 2 most likely already played Deadly Premonition 1. I don't see a single person going into Deadly Premonition 2 not knowing what they're in for.
Why do you wish to know?
But, I mean, at the same time, there are a lot of people who go into Kingdom Hearts without knowing whatever happened. So it would still be nice. It would be like, hey, to the 2 billion people in the world that have never played the first one, here's a recap to what happened.
Just curious.
Belle. You're a much ruder person than you initially seemed to be. Don't you agree, my fairy? What do our sanctuaries have to do with the investigation? If you're out of questions, then how about just going home?
Hey, mind if I jump in here?
What
Go
is
on,
it?
Simon, speak your
I
mind.
hope you've got a real question for us.
Well, actually, I'm also a little curious myself. No one's supposed to touch any sanctuary.
Yes, nobody.
That's what we said.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating circumstances?
What are you getting at?
I mean, I doubt if any of this really matters, but if no one can touch the sanctuaries, then how do you clean them?
Alright, that's actually a good question.
This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want people
He
finding
gets
out
junk
about?
mail.
Good question. But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now.
That's also valid. Because imagine you get junk mail or you get some nasty grams. Your name and address are still on there. And there's going to be some people that might go rummaging in your trash to try and, you know, steal your identity or some shit.
You're already retired. What are you so worried about?
Identity theft is still serious, Mrs. Davis. Like, Miss
It's
Davis.
just a simple habit. From back when we were still on duty.
Wait, was it? Oh, I missed it.
Didn't they bang that
I'll have to
into
check
your head
later.
when you were up in Quantico? Some habits are
I want to
hard
see the
break,
emo record.
no matter how hard you try.
Alrighty, on to the Greenville case files.
Mr. Morgan? I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember that town.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around
Yo,
this.
you're forcing him to relive trauma.
I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered, and
I
the
thought she was
FBI
18.
stepped in
Well,
to
then
take
again,
over the case.
18 can still be a high school student. Not everyone graduated at 17 like you did, Ty.
I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due
It's
to
not my
evidence
fault I have a
found in
summer
the victim's
birthday.
throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
Yep, trauma.
That's a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized?
Yes.
It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
What are you getting at?
Yeah, what are you getting at?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push. One more thing that can summon up.
Why do you want him to do that? So tell me about that honeycomb in the jar, please.
That's royal jelly.
Thank you.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar, weren't you? Do you find it strange that there's honeycomb inside? We wanted to harvest royal jelly in its most natural state.
Alright, so can anyone answer this question for me?
Queen's
Can you
main
eat
food source,
royal jelly?
created from the worker bee's secretions? It's a perfect food, filled with power, meant to fuel the birth of the next queen. By absorbing it into our own bodies,
Is that true?
we too can acquire that power.
I honestly don't know.
Incidentally, did you know that all the worker bees are female?
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico. Male bees are only born to inseminate, and they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short lives and don't even get stingers. Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society, wouldn't you agree? Women are gifted with the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children. But men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so. If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe. Be careful, Simon.
Yo, did that just call Simon a simp? Did he just low-key say, yo, you're a simp? So you better hope women don't ever, have a lack of need for men, otherwise you fucked.
Your Belle's already stolen the reins from you.
The silver clock in that trash pile. Is that an H5?
That's right.
Yes, I know.
John Harrison's fifth chronometer.
I
Completed
just
in
want to get to the
1770.
prequel part.
After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude.
Let's all call Simon a simp to pass the time.
That's only
Simp.
a replica, of course.
Simp! I wanna
You like clocks?
ride my skateboard.
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect. We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely
Yeah,
fascinating.
Clocks is my favorite Coldplay song.
I disagree.
Oh? Why?
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone.
I swear, I will admit, doing this live and having you both,
We
Going-
have our eyes to read moonshots and
going
study
through
the
this with the
sky.
comments,
We don't
you
need
both
clocks.
make going through this very boring segment
What if it's
very
cloudy or stormy?
entertaining.
All you need is courage and a love for adventure.
Hear that, my fairy? Courage and a love for adventure? Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
Hey, hold on a second here. That board of longitude thing.
Simon, shut up, you fucking simp. We don't care.
I mean, I've heard of it before. I'm an FBI analyst, remember? I just sort of can't remember it right now.
Look,
telling
I'm
the
literally
truth.
just skip. I'm about to start skipping through some of these.
Come on, Aaliyah, back me up here.
Please
Aaliyah?
ignore him. Thank you. This has got to be the important one.
Mr. Morgan, please look at this.
Because I'm dumb and I just say I like flavor text, so I like bonus dialogue and flavor text, so I'm gonna click on the unimportant stuff.
What
Like
did
it
you
matters.
just say? We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zach Morgan.
That's a red tree in black and white. That's a guess.
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Lucare case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't
Alright,
the first
I'm
place
no
you saw one
expert,
of these.
but should FBI agents really be digging up trauma like this?
The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these red trees. aren't
Yes, but
they?
the guy that's doing the red trees shit is dead. Why does it matter?
Red trees.
Unless there's like another guy doing it.
What are these trees?
Red trees.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're good. Damn good.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Oh,
Fine.
good. I think that means we're getting out of this fucking room.
We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes, it was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. Sun comes down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back
Yep.
then. The other me. My better half.
Here we go. Opening time? Yes! Finally! Out of that fucking room.
You can't turn away. You're their only lifeline.
Jeff Kramer, that's his name.
Bullet for high.
Mila Lee, that's probably who voices Aaliyah.
Always a voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain that's been long forgotten, but it haunts me, my destiny to be alone.
You know, in all honesty, if this was an edited version, this would be the part of the this would be the part of the video where I'd just be singing along, but no, I didn't expect to be in that room for over 50 minutes.
But it's gotta be. You should know they'll destroy you. They'll call for me to keep searching, walk alone.
like to believe that the Dalmatian was actually Willie. It'd be cool if that good boy showed up in this game, but that wouldn't make sense. Alrighty. We're finally back. We're finally at the good stuff. And I also heard loading screen. I heard loading screens were long and issue in this game. Yes, the song slaps. It's called The Deep South, theme of Deadly Premonition 2. And there's not a full version, at least not as far as I know.
Zach. Zach. Can you hear me, Zach?
Here we go.
There you are, Zach. Sleeping again?
They might have patched it by now, I'm not sure.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
You know, it would be really cool if suddenly now I was brought straight.
Isn't that right?
It'd be cool if I was brought straight to Otherworld right now. By the way, that's what it's actually called. The spooky segments are called Otherworld. No! No! I don't want to see him. Dead 2E Oh, hold on. Okay, it was rearranging his words to fill out the words. The subtitle, A Blessing in Disguise. Alright, here we are, 2005, summer. In the car, Louisiana. I'm not sure if the frame rates have been fixed yet. I'm pretty sure the frame rate has not been fixed. I heard they're working on it. Ah, there he is.
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Is that a worm or a hook? Oh, seriously, I love that.
Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
It's Cookie!
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Macare, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Look, if I have the option to eat worm, I will eat worm. Oh dear Lord, he kind of looks like an older me.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
I am so mad. He looks like an older me, and it's freaky.
Talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid.
I saw that frame.
This country seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice, if you ask me.
All right, everyone. I think we finally found Cookie's voice claim.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Well, shoot. I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
I don't know what it is about the mouth flaps, but it kind of disturbs me a tiny bit. Alrighty. Alright. Tell me about the victim.
You said the victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seat. They own most of the land around here. From the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know?
I get the feeling that
They're the
these
ones who
guys
built up this
are
town, and they still support it.
Harry Stewart. Or as we're later...
What do
Or
you know
at least
about
as
the
we later
Clarkson's
find
house?
out at the end of the first game, Harry Woodman, George's father.
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say, but I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear.
You can't stop me, Cookie.
That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe enough.
I can take him.
Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh my god.
Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they piss you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. And when that don't work, they just beat your ass. That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on the
Oh my god, I swear to god, if this game is just Limelight.
The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat people.
No, we don't talk about that. Not to mention, we are about a good 14 to 15 years too early to talk about that.
That's my point. Cat People, 1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into
I don't like this
leopards.
movie.
Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate
What?
their lovers. I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism.
Jork, what is in
After
your
watching
coffee?
it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie. His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period.
Got some, Alright, I had to check that one.
You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Whatever you say, mister.
No, he's not taking drugs at this point.
So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
It was a bizarre murder?
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. Why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read her
York's just a weird one.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing
This
like
is...
that.
This conversation is very weird. And it's more entertaining than the room that we've been in for 50 minutes. I will ride this skateboard in this stream.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
How can I get around town?
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen the car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me.
No.
Wow.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't
I
say
didn't take a
do.
car.
Because
Oh.
it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI
I don't know if
agent.
that's really what it
In my
means.
case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of
Skateboard.
transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really, but I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport. Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
Wait, were hybrid cars around in 2005? I don't remember if they are.
Marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity. Who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon
Possible.
Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter, 1984, directed by Nick Castle. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs.
The real things that
It made
matter.
me wish that I could be one of them myself. Especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had.
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch.
Whoops.
Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I'd parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it, and in its place, they left me this.
Skateboard!
What?
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
I was about to say those wheels aren't even
While I was
attached.
sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden
Huh.
board attached to 4 wheels.
Thank you for that information, pilot. I actually did not know that.
Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised? No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
God, I love how weird he is.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95.
God, I hate.
Watch out you don't go get heat stroke.
Felice Clarkson case needs us.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we
It
get
was pretty
home,
much all a story
let's watch Blue
about
Thunder.
how York's car got stolen.
I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? Zach. The searing light. The scents.
York is a nerd.
It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's
You say it's a
greatest
fabulous
chef.
breakfast, but it doesn't even look like you ate it.
Wait, mister. You didn't take
Thank
a
you.
single bite.
Thank you, Cookie.
Well, the tea was to die for. But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
Can I ride my skateboard now? Why is Deadly Premonition just, you know, the relationship of Haruto and Claude, but one of them is like their imaginary friend? Here we go. I can walk. Whoa! I'm guessing I gotta change into my uniform, right? What's that? Sorry, that was some tiny room. Okay, there's crouch. There's a sprint button, right? Is there a sprint button? No, but there is indeed a mirror. I will press buttons. Red room! Allows you to enter the red room. So, plus allows you to enter red room, so you can access journal, inventory. See, map. No, because then that wouldn't be Deadly Premonition. One of them has to be real. So one of them has to be imagining everything. Where's the fun of figuring out both are hallucinations? That just seems anticlimactic.
Sang Rouge. We're chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't use it.
Whoops, did not mean to forward that.
You think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase? Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout at Tucson. And this stains from Miami. Miami. Now, that was a fascinating case.
I just want a bunch of Deadly Premonition games where each case is just another one of York's previous cases. I just want that.
Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two, even with the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. The same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Ooh, this room's a little dark. I can barely see on my screen.
I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
Alrighty, evidence organization. This is like profiling, but different.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow. The 16-year-old girl who was murdered, her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar. The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare, and he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement. Zach.
That is a pleasant chime, honestly. I like it.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on the way
here we go.
The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay. For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films. Are you following me here? This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zach. You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line. A genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that. Don't you, Zach?
Remember when Michael Bay was well known for good movies? And then he made Transformers? Well, if I don't want to open the door. Alright, link board. Alright, so data, journal, inventory, switch, configuration, link board. There we are. Ah, it's basically this stuff. Gotcha. I like the zoom ins. Killed by axe. We don't know who's here. Saint Rouge. Alright. Oh, good old calling in to save your phone. Ooh, a lot of save slots. You love to see it. This room is still dark as shit, but... Alright, toolbox, store item, take them out. Alright, that makes sense. Rubber bullets. So what do I have on me right now? For a minute there, I thought that was Coca-Cola, and I was like, what? Cigarettes to pass the time.
I'm very satisfied with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zach. And it's even got a security box. What else could a man ask for? It's proof that we're still safely inside the fringes of modern civilization.
You know, I'll keep going until I'm about a little over 2 hours. You can use the closet to change clothes and send clothes out for dry cleaning. Okay, if you wear the same clothes for a long time, they'll become dirty, so make sure you clean them regularly and properly groom yourself. Do note that when you send one outfit out for dry cleaning, you won't be able to wear it again until it's delivered back to you. Okay, so we still got that. So we got Agent and we have Stylish Brown. Open the door. We gotta shave, of course. Ooh, that's fast. Look, game, let me.
Due to the nature of our work, we've had to stay at hotels all over America. But Zach, do you know what I hate most about living out of a hotel? Shower pressure. The shower was invented so that human beings can quickly bathe in large quantities of water, correct? Yet there are far too many hotels in our nation that have showers with embarrassingly weak water pressure. It's an outrage. And I'll keep tooting my horn about this every chance I get, believe you me.
Preach. Oh, I can actually shower in this game. I actually wasn't expecting that. Alright, who's at my door?
Hey there, Chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's
So
name.
Cookie is the chef and the
Yes,
concierge?
I've gathered that Lucare is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir. Of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square. in French.
Ah,
I want to be careful. Drink. Hold on.
did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality. Just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it.
Okay.
Remember what they
Looks
said?
like
Job
things are back.
Makes the man.
I was a little worried that my stream disconnected. Well, it did briefly, but it's back. It's back. That would have been terrifying. You know, I have not seen the movie Split. I know I want to change that. Oh God, I coughed so strong that it buffered. The power of water choking me to death. How do I cure the YouTubes, even though it's kind of dying already?
Do you feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. Faint
Yeah,
scent
because
gets back
the whole stream
into these walls
rebuffered and
over
probably
the
put
ceiling.
you right back to where it believes.
Now that's what I
where it's supposed
call
to
a
be.
hotel. Zach, can you see him?
No.
His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
I'm sorry, YouTubes. I guess we gotta move to Twitch soon. Is that picture moving?
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see.
I do not see it.
That's what
For
civilized
I
society
do not
does
see
to
it.
people.
Therefore, it does not exist.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Oh, that laugh.
Don't be a fool. You know
I
the
don't.
answer. As for me, just call me Hunga.
Hungan.
Hunga. Title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Oh, I don't like them double teeth. I don't like those fruits bouncing. I don't like all this. Am I in Otherworld already?
Do you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
I just realized I'm not taking a break with this stream, so why did I even have the
In the shrine
Joker
of
transition?
hunger,
Well, I know why. It was for the start of the
bind
stream.
the flying serpent in the
Alrighty.
pursue. dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse.
Oh, are we in Otherworld already?
10 maidens and an ambiguous 0. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Oh, we'll find out soon.
Follow the oracle.
That was weird.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. Such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, and carefully
I
dismantle
was waiting on a friends on the other side joke. I was
After we put
really
all
waiting
the
for it.
pieces back into their rightful places, truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Can I ride my skateboard now? Alrighty. Okay, that is a save point. Do I have money? Does it still cost $1? There we go. Oh, it's got both a manual and an autosave. There you go. And I'm gonna check out the old map of the car inside the hotel lobby. And don't get caught. Is there seriously not any... Is there seriously not, like, a sprint button? Okay, dash, dodge. That must be it. I would like to believe that's it. There we go. Yeah, that feels good. That's snacks. That's drink. Okay, so drowsiness is still a thing. Oh, the run feels good.
Zach, this is Lucare. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Awesome. The map has been unlocked. Cool.
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle?
It's weird.
Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside.
Oracle decryption. Start.
Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger?
Diner.
The hotel, and where? And the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right? Alexis's Diner and Lane.
Oh, it's a diner in a bowling alley.
This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to.
Come on, we're gonna go there, and then I'm going to order some delicious Cajun food, and then I'm going to polish my bowling ball for about 2.5 minutes with my dear monkey friend sitting right next to me, patiently waiting for me to finish polishing my ball.
Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? Zero is usually treated as a base number. But under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous?
I don't know.
The answer is temperature.
Temperature.
Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that. The question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius?
Find the flying serpent.
Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
This one?
Very fun.
I don't know.
Now it's time to get serious. You already know the answer.
No,
don't
I'm
you?
small brain.
Do you know what the ambiguous 0
the drawbridge?
represents? Zero is usually treated very funny. Now it's not.
Watch it be the fucking graveyard.
Zero represents?
Okay.
Very funny. Now it's. You already. Do you know what?
Okay, then it's the fire station. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You already. Do you know what the ambiguous
Really?
zero
The
represents?
food and delivery
Zero
service.
is usually the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
Cold storage. Duh.
That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky.
Alright, everyone, go ahead and laugh. I'm Ty Smallbrain.
Be honest now, Zach. You knew
Not
the
good
answer
with
from the very
riddles.
start, didn't you?
Which is a shocking, since I was, like, the only person to go into Rusted Room and survived.
And how about that Hoon God? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Oh. Zit. Yeah.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel.
What?
If you're dying of smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At
bellboy.
your service, boss.
Cookie is also the bellboy.
Good friends with the concierge and the chef.
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other.
I like
We're all
this guy.
professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams deep south, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm.
I mean,
So, if I want to smoke,
I can't say that you're wrong. I mean, Deadly Premonitions, the Deadly Premonition games do tend to be very budget titles.
Okay, I'll play by your rules.
Okay. Oh, get a strike? Ow. Let's see, find a spot where it's below zero. We're going bowling. Ah, bathroom. Oh, stamina drops fast. Real fast compared to the other game. Take your time. We'll be bowling by the time you're back, probably. Depending on how fast my skateboard goes. Thinking about it, I should probably do laundry myself sometime soon. Would be a fantabulous idea. Should also plug my phone in. Because that baby is dying. Sometimes I wish with loading screens, it would just play like the Spider-Man the Spider-Man 2 pizza theme from the PS2 game. That'd be entertaining. Oh, they should have brought that minigame back. They should bring that minigame around for like as like a nice little callback. Here we go, smoking. Oh, not as cool of a shot as before. It was wasted and then interrupted by Cookie. But they should bring that for like the eventual Spider-Man sequel.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung
Thank you,
cancer.
Gremlin.
You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is.
I like the shading behind York. I'm not sure if that's intended or if this is like a slightly
It's
graphical
tiny
issue.
compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia.
Welcome back.
You're
Okay,
always
I was
surrounded
wrong.
by easy
We will
ways
not
to
be
die.
bowling by the time you're
Some people
back.
even get randomly struck by lightning. Die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Thank you, wise gremlin
So you won't mind
of
paying the
Louisiana.
damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
That's valid.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Oh, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Thank you, wise gremlin.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a San Rouge wrapper.
Huh?
San Rouge is here, too. This must mean that San Rouge is connected to the Lees Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South.
I'm liking the reflection physics with the window.
We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Seriously, these name cut-ins kind of remind me of Durarara and Bakano, and I love it.
Does this town have a sheriff, or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it.
Oh.
I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
He just says it so casually. How do we stop? How do we take control from the sheriff? Alrighty, so run. I figured that out. Crouch, dodge. I'm guessing that's just a tap of the right button. Move camera, melee attack, and X for the red room. Even a special agent needs to stay sharp on the basics. Alrighty. Excuse me, Sheriff. Okay, they did not fix the frame rate. Sheriff?
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Mel. They call me the sheriff round here.
Yeah.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I mean, I'm glad the
if you can.
frame rate in the cutscenes are very
That's what everyone
consistent,
calls
very smooth at times.
Well, all right. Mr. York. How's
Good
that
enough.
sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one. Yeah. Folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town.
Oh, you
Now,
know, that's how it goes.
I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's the city for you. Now,
Oh,
I
Jet,
never lived in
Echo.
one myself,
Let me turn down my
but I
TV.
visited him a few times, so
Okay.
I know what it's like.
It is at 4 now.
All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah.
I can still hear, I can still at least hear it from my TV at the very least. I'm just gonna slide up my mic a little more. A little.
I know, CLG.
Thank you for pointing it out for me.
A little small talk, that's all. Anywho,
Melvin must have
around
a
these
good
parts,
mic.
Everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an
Look,
A-Tron like you.
so
And since it's my duty
that'd
to
be
protect the
hilarious.
town,
But then how will
I had
Eggman
to
piss
stop
on the
by
moon
and
at that
say
rate?
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lees Clarkson.
It's already too late for you, Pilot. The teenagers have indeed
Can't put one
have gotten
past
to
the
you.
FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within their grasp. FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
I'm sorry, Melvin, but you doing that the only thing that came to my head is Robin from Teen Titans Go to the movie saying, "Picture my
The Leach
booty up
Clarkson
in
case is
3D,"
connected to a top secret case.
and I'm mad at that.
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town.
But the question is, who would you
My
summon
jobs
if
are
you
to
said it
stop
3
my niggas from
times?
beating the
And,
piss out
and
of
does it
each
have to be in a
other
mirror?
and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Well, Zach, that was
I
anticlimactic.
miss Seb coming
You
into
forget
the
to use my secret
streams.
weapon. Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end
It
of
was
town.
always fun
where
chatting
I'd
with
like
him
to
in
get
the streams
permission
as
to
well,
Say
bringing
what?
absolute chaos.
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call
Oh, right. Meant to say it during stream yesterday.
You already
The Don the
figured
Roper
that
part
much
that we
out.
recorded is fucked. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a kind of a
I'm
recap version of what
sure
we
that,
did.
Going
But
down there
with
at
no
this
jokes,
point
so-
is really gonna help much.
I mean, I'll
You
probably
know?
script something to make it something of a part, but it's going to be like a 10-minute kind of like condensed.
I don't
This is what
believe this.
would have been you would have been
Did you hear
seeing
that, Zach?
with
They put
jokes
the body
for
in
this
a
part of
cold
Danganronpa.
storage warehouse.
I think at this point,
This is
my current
fantastic.
laptop that I use my streams for should be
Insanely
only.
fantastic.
It should
Really?
only be for my
Well,
streams. I need to
how about
borrow
that?
either my roommate's
Well, all right
laptop
then. I'll head
or
on down to the warehouse ahead of you
use my
to
mother's
make sure we
laptop.
get permission to search.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances, so be on time.
Sorry, Melvin. I stopped listening to you.
Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy.
But
I
yes,
still got
well,
another
unfortunately,
stop
Dr. Celeste has struck again.
If you say so, sweetie.
I got plans.
She's a real sharp one, as you can see. So
I'm just glad Dr. Celeste didn't strike when I was still,
Well, all right then, York. I'll see you at the warehouse.
when I was still getting footage for Sayonara Wild Hearts, and the rewrites going a bit well. Look, this stream does not end until I ride my skateboard. You can speak words, Ty. Yeah, speak of the fucking devil. All right, get on and off skateboard. Speed up, slow down. Okay, gotcha. I'm going to ride my skateboard. And then I'm going to play some bowling. Alright, in the map menu, you can view the map and set custom waypoints. Simply move your cursor over the point where you'd like to place the waypoint, then press A. This will make indicators appear to help guide you towards your destination on the overworld. Using waypoints makes traveling much easier. I swear, this is the best addition from the first game ever. Right. Waypoint. Let's go! Yeah! Oh, god damn it.
Hey, you.
Oh, shit. It did click in DR. I just read it as
You ain't
Dr.
secretly
Celeste,
cutting kids
and
up
I'm just
sticking
picturing her
them
as like
in
an
jars
evil
while you work as
doctor,
an
just
FBI agent on the
hell-bent
surface,
on
are you?
ruining the playthrough.
Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real. Hey, can I come
Sure
with you?
thing, wise gremlin
You
of
signed a
Louisiana.
contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
I would
What
more say
condition?
York is eccentric over crazy.
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
Because you now know that, because by this point you know Zach is not an imaginary friend. Zach is a real person. It's who he truly is.
Back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Alright, so I knew this already. Skateboard! Oh yeah, look at these frame rates. You love to see it.
Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever little girl. That's what it stands for, at least.
I'm not gonna lie, the
It's nice that he
skateboarding
made up
feels
his own
really
nickname for
good.
me and all, but it sounds kind of weird. I wish he'd call me something normal, like just Patricia or Patty, you know?
Patty? Now that name's got a ring to it. I like it. How about Zach and I call you Patty from here on out?
Do whatever you like. Weird. You're heading to the
No.
warehouse, right? You gonna go straight
No.
there?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to talk to Zach. We're also on a mission to fell 10 maidens, you see. I'm eager to visit Alexis's diner at Lane, but we've only just arrived in this town, so it might be nice to stroll around a bit.
What? I thought you came here to investigate.
Oh.
Patty,
Ooh,
you're
almost
still just a
almost
kid.
missed that turn.
Why do you worry so much? We're born to be free, and this is America, land of the free. You should always feel free to do
Hold up,
whatever
hold
you
up,
want.
hold up.
Isn't that right, Zach?
Hold up.
Maybe I shouldn't have come with you. I'm getting kind of nervous now.
I wanna know, can I fight? What's in here? Use drums. Start a fire drums to keep animals and red shadows away, effectively creating a safe zone. Camping outside may cause you to catch a cold or you can get sick. All right, that's cool. All right, where are the animals? I'm ready to fight them. I don't think the animals are here. All right, riding my skateboard then. Fuck it. I just wanted to fight some squirrels. Oh, this frames. Oh, this feels really off. I really am honestly hoping that the frame rate's fixed eventually, but you know, it's not bothering me too much, but it's very noticeable.
Something wrong?
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R.
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because
Because, huh? Interesting.
Awesome. Can I bowl? I'm ready to bowl. I want to bowl, and then I'm going to end the stream. Next thing you know, they have me talk to somebody, and it's like, no bowling. Only investigation. And I cross my arms, pout, and say, I promise bowling. This is a nice looking diner. And the frame rate's very consistent here, too. Whoa, what is... Special sale for sunburn customers only. Okay. Yes, excuse me, can I bowl? You guys shouldn't be the only ones that have to bowl. Let me have fun too. I get I'm an outsider. Alright, let's expect here. Maybe I have to inspect a bowl. Not gonna lie though, seriously, that is not a bad looking bowling alley.
10 maidens, Zach. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Ooh.
Oh my lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before.
Is this Millie?
Sorry, honey.
No, this is Millie.
Here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping
Last
out
name
Agent
checks
York
out
with
with Cookie. It's got to be Millie.
Oh my lord. Well, ain't that something?
This is Millie to me now.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that.
Oh my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
Did she either laughed or she just quietly coughed?
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures?
Oh man.
My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Can I bowl?
Please, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
Who do I drop
She
kick?
said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree, and she just mistook it
It'd
for
be really
something.
odd to mistake someone as for an
Sometimes
oak tree.
the silhouettes of them trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging down make me feel a little funny too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about
Oh,
being followed
Patty
by
truly is a wise
Thank you,
gremlin.
Zach, this
I
data
like her a
is
lot
very
already.
intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah! I got a turkey!
You got a turkey?
Truly
You know what
mesmerizing,
that
Zach.
means in Yakuza.
This is
It
why
means
I
you get a
never
chicken.
tire of small town investigations.
Its name is Nugget.
Same goes for you, right?
Alright, can I bowl? I want to bowl.
What
Can I
would
bowl?
it be, honey?
I just need to bring home cooked so. Oh, don't worry, I'm enjoying the food in my own way. I just want a bowl. Sorry I'm reading really fast. I do want to find a way to, you know, get to bowl. I want to try out the bowling minigame, because I heard there were bowling minigames. I need rice. If I'm correct, this is a... Oh. Hello, lady. Mrs. Carpenter. She's got she's got voodoo dolls.
Excuse me.
Either that or they're damn it dolls.
Oh, howdy, stranger. You're a handsome one. You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
Seriously, whoever cleared these name cuts,
I'm FBI
I
Special
love
Agent
them.
Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my
Yeah, you really
horoscope
do.
in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They are the real deal. Well, one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh, no. Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once.
Now,
and
she is
something
certainly not
horrible
thirsting right now.
happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball.
Oh no.
First time in 12 years, I was mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again.
I like how extra
In
she
our
is.
world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
come on.
Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade
Are you
ago.
kidding, lady?
Never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Challenge her to a game. Come on, get a gutter ball. Get a gutter ball and think the lane's cursed.
Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed.
No.
Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her
So
bowling
how do we
lane.
force her?
Yes, I know. I won't do
Well,
anything
yes,
illegal.
of course we can't do anything illegal. We'll get fired for that. So what do we do? Miss Carpenter, can I please use the bowling alley?
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Not now. Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind?
God, she's so weird.
Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split.
Yeah. Weem away, weem away, weem away. God, if this game still echoes on the mic, it is. I apologize because I was not expecting the mic quality for everyone in this game to be so good.
Stance? Oh, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
I would like to do
Zack,
that.
our new friend appears to be a very superstitious lady. We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items?
God, I just want to
The
bowl.
ones you used to help you bowl
all
that
I want.
split just now.
I sat in a room for 50 minutes.
Oh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh yes, a great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Power
There's
Stones.
Frida.
I love that game.
It's a mystical establishment.
Wish it would
run
come
by
back.
The Mirror.
Please, Capcom.
Mirror.
And can I have Dino Crisis remake, please?
If you're interested, I can
It'd
mark
be a
it on
pretty
your
good
map.
remake. It'd make money. Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Zack, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind.
Okay.
It feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
I don't think we're gonna bowl today. I mean, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna bowl today. In fact, this stream is going a little longer than I planned it to be, but I did not expect, you know, to be in a room for 50 minutes. I guarantee you that this game is going to have an actual really good garbage episode in the future. As I play more about it, have more of an informed take on it, have more witty things to say about the game, about how much I love it, even though a lot of people probably think it's some hot garbage. But, you know, that's the fun of really good garbage. I find things that I think are just neat, even if they're kind of janky. Because that's the fun of games, right? You gotta love games, even when they're just ridiculous jank. And holy crap, this game has some ridiculous jank. Isn't that right, Mr. Francis York Morgan? Alrighty, that's enough straighting for me. Thank you for dropping by, and y'all get an exclusive sneak peek of my outro phrase for really good garbage. So thank you for watching. I'm Ty, and as always, this is my really good garbage.